Looks like they're off. Good luck to berlindude1. Right off the bat in this intro stage. To hold right and mash. It's for the mini bosses, the 2B mini bosses. Tortas get a passive B, which just means he didn't get any machine gun or missile. Taking bonks from the Bs can... So if you get 2 of those in a row, it can be bad news if you take 2 bonks each from each B. But Torta got some health drops, so he's going to be moving through just fine. The perfect amount of health. Doesn't need to do any task cars nonsense. But Torta looks like he's got 4 HP, so he's going to have to take a hit somewhere in here. We do have a... If you haven't played X1 before, there is a supposed to lose fight at the end of this stage with Vile. And that we need 3 HP or less. And do what I would call the cars. Good way to get 1 little HP of damage. 1 car on the way through, and then as it comes back, get 1 more shot in for a little bit. Again, a nasty pattern from Vile. That's definitely not what you want to see. That's all RNG, really, if he decides he wants to jump back there. Right, we're moving right into Chill Penguin. The dash boots, there's really only one way to really speed this up in the walking section, and that's jumping off slopes, since it gives you a little bit of extra speed and extra height when you do that. Here at this slope, well, maybe not that one right there, it looks like Torta maybe? Yeah, he'll jump down on that slope. You're going to be hitting that capsule. Very encouraging message. I know most of us can't read it, but to move forward and take on Sigma. Oh, we're not going to be fighting Sigma today. And right away, right when we get the dash boots, that's when the speedrun actually begins. Here is just to keep dashing. Right up here can be kind of a tricky one with these snowballer guys. Taking quite a few bonks. Torta about the same. We're coming into the Chill Penguin fight. Penguin fight's pretty interesting. So this Maverick takes 3 damage from full charge shots, and then 2 damage from the first level charge and dash lemons. As this fight can be kind of interesting, because Chill Penguin has a variety of moves I don't want to see, and that's the slide, since he's invulnerable during that whole time. getting the penguin. I think it was like a 456, something like that, and Torta with a 5 flat. So very close coming out of penguin stage. Right, and they're both moving into Kwanger stage. Vertical stage of the whole game. Most technical too, movement-wise. Berlindude fares on these turtles here. Get it out and not try and go for the turtle skip. Torta takes an early hit there on the first one. Opt to wait there just a moment. Our first and only auto-scroller. Come on. Outside climb. Ladder yadders as best as possible. Ladders to get up through this section. Pretty good at getting rid of them, as you see Torta doing that. And Berlindude looked like he used a couple charge shots too. Final tower climb. Looks like Torta's getting there pretty smoothly. Spoil it just for a moment, but up just a bit on Berlindude. Looks like Berlindude had a little bit of a rough final tower climb. No! Got the dance though. Torta's gonna have to improvise a little bit here. Kind of dangerous in the pre-teleport phase. With his dashing around and throwing his boomerangs, and does before, I think it's half HP or just below half HP, it can be a little dangerous. Be moving on to Sting Chameleon. If Kwanger was the most vertical, this stage is one of the more horizontal ones. Stage overall, really just want to be chaining your dashes as much as possible, moving forward. There's this cave section, as you saw Berlindude getting rocked right at the start. Ooh, gets another one. That's all RNG, these blocks coming down. You can take them out with a lemon shot if they're right in front of you, but not really much you can do when they fall right on top of you. Dude, Torta pretty much right on his tail. And fight. For Chameleon, our boomerangs arc upwards as he decides to jump up. So this fight, there's nothing to it really. We're gonna be moving on to Eagle stage. Let's see. Yep, Berlindude is actually going to opt to take this top path here. And the bottom path. Bottom path is a bit faster. Wait to get up to that little tower at the top. So he's going to be gaining a little bit of time. He's like right behind him now. I think berlindude1 went top route just because out of familiarity with the movement. Probably not so much for the sub tank, since that's not going to really necessarily an 8 Mav run through this game. But if you do take top route, the platforms kind of line themselves up well, the cycles. We're going to be getting 0 dives. Same from Torta. Very nice patterns. But close between these two, it looks like. On to Mammoth, and Torta is going to be moving on to Mandrill. At this point, same in any percent, it actually doesn't matter after you place the Mammoth stage, since we already have his weakness, the Tornado. Like to have him early, some like to put him late, but it's all just runner preference, really. Those early bubbles, it's going to be throwing some boomerangs to get some damage in while he has to wait there for a second. Not a bad pattern, Torta's side. Meanwhile, Berlindude just about to be heading into Mammoth fight. To be said about Flame Mammoth fight, weakness, and when you shoot it, there's like a little bit of a delay when it starts moving forward, so you can get double hits in on Mammoth pretty easy. Let's see how Torta does on here. It's gonna start with a charge shot. Will help in being able to line himself up in the center of the stage at the end of the fight. Very nice from Torta. Do some ice strats at the start of the stage with these blue guys. Berlindude is gonna opt to do some tornadoes. The tornadoes take them out really easy, but the ice can be a little bit faster, just because when you shoot an ice shot, parts of it can actually enter an enemy's hitbox if you shoot them just as an enemy comes on screen. Dude making his way through the last bits of Mandrill stage here. Get that Walker guy. Names are. Whatever that guy is that he took a bonk from. About even, actually. They both got 0 dives, and Berlindude went top route, whereas Torta went bottom, so he caught up on that a little bit. Start with a dash lemon. That's really the only damage we can get in on this first part of the fight. To wait until he comes out of his shell, comes out of the rolling. As soon as we hit him with a spark, we get rid of his armor and can just get shots on him. Terrible pattern for Torta there, but he did get a few rolls at the start. I think Berlindude's a whole stage behind since Myth, and now he's like trailing boss route, starting with Mandrill and now Armadillo. But do remember that he's already completed Flame Mammoth stage. So who's ahead or who's behind until on the last Maverick. His way through Octo stage. It's a very mini boss intensive stage. We got 2 submarines here. You'd also have this ship that you gotta destroy. And extra Ouroboros. Weaknesses are the Sea Sting and then Tornado for the Ouroboros, so they go down pretty quick, thankfully. As soon as you see that little spike come out of the ground, you just fire a tornado and boom, he's dead. Paying attention to Berlindude's side, but may have gotten a couple rolls, or maybe he didn't get any. I'm not sure. So it can't be that bad. Again, some swirlies here. Done Flame Mammoth yet, and something interesting that was just found out recently is if you're shooting the fire wave, really shooting it and jump into him to drain from Octo, you actually can get out of the energy drain without mashing or anything. It just does 1 HP of energy drain, and then you're out of it. Dude just has up this stage here and the Octo fight. Started Flame Mammoth. Flame Mammoth stage is very, very short, so he'll be at the end of this stage right about where Berlindude is going to be entering the Octo fight. Berlindude just hitting the gate, but lasts a little bit longer depending on what kind of RNG he gets, whereas Flame Mammoth is very straightforward. Both end this 8 Mav of X1. And a lot of missile hits. Each one of those is 2 damage, so he's gonna have to be careful here. Oh, he does have the sub-tank, though. Oh, goodness. I completely forgot. Saying that the sub-tank wasn't really all that necessary, but it saved him. You know what I was talking about, I guess. There is a 30-second delay. just to keep it fair, because as you saw, berlindude actually had to change his control scheme. So that gives players a chance to, you know, switch carts, change their options in between games there. Yeah, berlindude is just maybe 2 or 3 seconds. It is a very, very close race at this point, coming into X2. Before we start the 8 Mavs of this game, we do have to go through this little cutscene with the X Hunters here. What are you seeing in this run? We're going to be going to Wire Sponge. Wire Sponge is the first choice you get, pretty much, actually, right when you get to the map screen. Top left, and he's the first one we want to get rid of. In 24 Mav, not so much an RNG grind. Regular X2 20% runs. He's pretty early in the run, so reset on him pretty easy. Just because he can give us some pretty nasty patterns. Has the strike chain power that we're going to want. Berlindude having a spin right at the start to jumps. Let's see if he gets an uppie here. Nope, he's doing a spin. Berlindude and Torta both making the sponge angry. He just really doesn't want to die. He's getting real close. Oh, okay, he's good. There was the sponge to latch onto the ceiling, because while he's latched onto the ceiling, he can't go angry. Time it out so that right before his angry phase gets started, you can actually kill him while he's still attached to the ceiling. Goal wanting to keep it close with no dives. Looks like Sponge decided, you know, if I'm gonna get angry once, might as well get angry twice. So sides for our players here. That here, this strike chain is really what defines X2 as a speed run. Flame burner, we'll see later. Burner dash. Option 2 is that optimally for 24 Mavs in X1 and X3, this way to complete the game is low %, which means no upgrades. 2, it actually is fastest to only get the arm upgrade. Arm upgrade really changes things a bit, since we can do this charge strike chain, burner dash, and also in the boss fights, having their attack really speeds up some of the boss fights. They're just about synced here. Let's see how they do on the one cycle gator here. It's a bit, depending on how cards are with this fight. Looks like a good start so far. Oh, but Torta. berlindude gets the full one cycle. Need this to stay in it. Cool, but he finished Gator off for the first time. Second Mav is defeated. We get a tiny little cutscene with these X Hunters again. They're going to be dropping into the stages, hoping to get around to fight with X, but we're not going to bother with that. So berlindude making his way up this first climb. So you'll just see overall, like throughout these stages, why the arm upgrade is so important. You know, this charge spike wheel. Spinning blade? No, spinning blade is X3. Getting the two mixed up. But yeah, just stuff like that. Like you'll see charged attacks for each one of the special weapons in different ways that just kind of speed up this game overall. And Flame Burner, which like to, you know, take all the spotlight. Dude, starting the stag fight. Looks like he's gonna be staying on the ground for this one. As long as you're on the ground here after that first shot, Flame Stag's AI recognizes that you're not chasing him up, so he's just gonna come right back down. Lemons on him over and over again. Ooh, berlindude taking a lot of hits here. I think it was just because Stag was so close to him, he was having a hard time reading his moves there. The fight, no problem. berlindude might be doing the typical stag third any percent route. Oh no, I think we're both gonna be doing it. Okay, interesting. You're doing the straight up any percent stag third route, which technically isn't the fastest in an 8 Mav setting, but if that's something you're used to and you haven't messed around with the low percent route, then by all means, this would be the better choice. Dude. It's there. It looks like Torta got that in one chain. I didn't quite see it. Us here, his weakness is Flame Burner, and as you can see, Torta has used just burners throughout the stage so that he ends that fight with one. So you can do one final burner in this last hallway here. Right at the start, but Torta gets Tailspin. Oh, he doesn't quite get the glitch though. He gets another. Berlindude not getting such a great pattern until just now. Now he's got the Tailspin, and he gets the glitch. It's a chance to catch up here. The fight though. Much time that may or may not have, but definitely still a really close race. What now? What's up? What's up? No. In the bathroom. Yeah, it's good. What's that? All my roommates are moving out here, as well as myself, so it's a little... You need to ask me a question real quick. But anyway, so we're moving on to Snail Stage. Really fast since we're not going to be grabbing the upgrades here. The helmet does the heart tank right at the start of the stage. Dude, this is another really great reason why we get the Buster upgrade, so we can do this quick kill on Snail here. They had a really good fight there. Berlindude having a little bit of issue getting the quick kill there, but it's no problem since once he's out of his shell, you can just kind of kick it around. Be a bit of a bully with Snail there. And Torta riding on bikes. Well, really just one bike. And since we're not taking any of the upgrades in this stage, it's super short. We're going to take the bike all the way to the door, just crash right into it. Yeah, let's see how Torta does on this fight. His weakness is the Crystal Hunter, which we just got from Snail. And there's a little period of time while he's still frozen that you can actually get another hit in. Frames kind of reset there. Torta getting those double hits in real nicely. In the fight, let's see how he does here. Oh, takes a hit. Ostrich coming, charging right at him. Get a lot of knockback from that. Two mavs left at this point. Crab and Moth. A super short stage. basically those three pretty much right in a row. Ridge and Crab are all really short in this 8 mav run. Dude going to Moth? I don't know if he did that by accident or not. Typically see that in an any percent run. Really doesn't matter that much either way. Ooh, Torta, nice. Getting that ghost hit. With the Gamio hit. What's interesting about the first spike wheel there, the middle part, right when it starts coming out, that hitbox is still active until the pedals completely fly off screen. One, and then if he jumps into that little circular area while the pedals are still on screen, he'll take another hit from it. And dude coming into the Moth fight, looks like he's got plenty of burner. Choose with this 8 mav run, since you don't have the armor or the helmet. Serve your ammo a bit. Hit. Oh boy. Shooting a laser down. I think he would have been fine to take a hit from that, I guess, fairy dust or pixie dust, whatever you want to call it. I don't remember how much damage that does, but I don't think it does 4. And just gets down to the ground, waits for Moth to come down. And he'll be moving on to Crab stage. Torta making his way through Moth stage, so it looks like Torta's will lead here. Berlindude taking away that fish mini boss. Sonic Slicer. About to finish up this fight at the same time as Berlindude is entering his final Maverick. that, Torta finishes with a 40-40. Gonna be moving on to X3. All right, berlindude moving on as well. So I watched some of the end of the last race. Looked like berlindude had with X3. Might have just been since he hasn't played the game in a while and it was a bit cold. So we'll see how he does here. Torta starting right away. So this intro stage, moving and get rid of these enemies that are in your way with the Buster. And start there. And X gets captured by the rogue, Ek, who apparently used to be on your side, but now he's like more. Not really sure what that's all about. But Zero, come save the day, rescue him. We're gonna be seeing Zero in this run. Right, Torta taking away Moa the Giant. Official name. No, his name's Moa. Sure. Torta took one hit from him, but it was really not that big of a deal. A lot of bark and no bite. Look at this big old guy, but he's got he's got no power to him. Damage from our Buster hits here. 4 damage from the full charge shot, and then 3 from the charge and Dash Lemon. First level charge and Dash Lemon. Way into Buffalo stage. Pretty technical stage at high level. Utilizing these slopes to get a lot of speed. So the ice physics themselves, pretty interesting. So is going to be getting the dash boots. I believe berlindude as well is going to be getting the boots upgrade in this. There's a few ledge grabs in the 8 Mavs that aren't like iceless level hard, but they're still kind of tricky. Like the window to get them is fairly large, but safer to get the air dash boots if that's something you're not very comfortable with. We wouldn't need the boots upgrade in a 8 Mavs run. So here's Buffalo fight. Programmed boss. Berlindude also on the Buffalo fight. This is something you maybe have not seen before. Really what's happening here is if you jump while he turns around, he thinks that you're behind him, so he's just going to charge the wall over and over again. Moving on to Seahorse. This first climb can also be pretty technical. Oh. Lindu just starting the stage. Has a decent lead. I wouldn't call it significant at this point, but a decent lead. This X3 run so far. He's switching to ice here, I believe. Or, no, it looks like he's just gonna stick with the Buster. This mini boss here, this like little mech squid thing, doesn't have any iframes, so as fast as you can. His weakness is ice, so it takes him out really quick. But it looks like Torta wanted to keep some of his ice shots for here at the end. Other reasons to have the boots upgrade there. You saw at the end of this stage, Torta could air dash and mash into that last and falling all the way down and then trying to jump over and mash them, especially with that little spike pit right below you. Dude using the up dash all the way up through that climb there too can make it a little bit more straightforward than trying to get some ladder gap jumps and other stuff like that. See how Berlindude does on this fight. Torta had a pretty quick fight there. There's some glitched iframes here, as you can tell. Berlindude getting a good 2-cycle there. On how high up you shoot him at the very start. First ice shot, right when he falls down, there's a brief moment in time where his longer, and you can just kind of mash ice shots into him. Big long cutscene that torches all the way through, showing us Bit and Bite, who are going to be showing up. Oh, X3 has quite a few overpowered weapons, I would say. Frost Shield here. You saw it in use on that mini boss in Seahorse, but also we're gonna be using it on this worm guy really, really fast, and especially the enemies that are kind of like little wall enemies with some sort of screw on them. I can't remember what they're called, but those also get taken out and with the ice. It looks like Torta is going to be getting bit right away. Berlindude not getting bit on Tunnel Rhino route either. So Berlindude is going to be going the low percent route, I believe, which is the most optimal for this category. Looks like he's doing a Tiger third, any percent route. Berlindude taking a lot of hits. So again, this mini boss as well doesn't have any iframes, so you just want to buster him as fast as you can. How fast you can do it too, it's, you know, be kind of scary. There, he does get a little health though, so he should be fine. He's gonna ice some of these guys and gets a big health, nice. That's the other nice thing about this Frost Shield here is that most ground enemies that you shoot automatic health drop when you kill them with that weapon. Fares on this tiger fight. Tiger clinging to the ceiling. No! So yeah, that's another thing about this stage 2 and just X3 in general is a lot of these enemies deal quite a lot of damage. Kinda tight, depending on how much health you have, making it through these stages without taking any hits from the enemies. Pretty good pattern from Tiger, considering he doesn't have the spinning blade at this point. Oh, he's getting trolled hard, Berlindude here. So he had to wait for that drill to come over. Because those hitboxes are still active while they start drilling the wall, and then came down at the same time. So he's gonna be playing. Oh no, it looks like he was trying to play it kind of safe, but it takes another death here in Tunnel Rhino stage. Running out of ice here too, so if he does want to get some health, options pretty soon. So once more. To making his way here. Is in the lead at the moment. Having a bit of a rough Tunnel Rhino stage, which is being quite the setback at this point. health as long as he can get past this last guy here. Alright, he should be fine, although, as Fetzo has pointed out in the chat, we are going to be seeing the whole moveset for Tunnel Rhino. Take any deaths throughout the stage. Tunnel Rhino is forced to only do one move, and that's charge back and forth. And then when he gets down to, I can't remember how much HP, but it's pretty low, he'll start doing a like rainbow charge. But if you die at any point after the first bit and bite room, unlocks his entire moveset. As you can see there, he's got some drills coming out of his shoulder. Now he's got his triple drill here attack. But it looks like Berlindude is going to be just fine though. Acid weakness on Tunnel Rhino here. Alright, Berlindude making his way catfish stage, same as Torta. Oh no! Platform. Let's have... what weapon does he have at this point? I can't... oh, that's a rough spot to be in. Might have been best just to use Buster at that point. Looks like he's cleared it now, so he's good. And gets a big health, nice. Bit, so he's just gonna be moving right on through. Room here. Making his way through the final bits of this stage. From a design standpoint, the end of Catfish stage is just packed with stuff. There's all these ground enemies, these wall enemies. These little sparks that go up and down in some of these tight spots here. Lucky to make it through that area without taking any bonks. Alright, looks like Torta not having a super favorable catfish here. He has initiated the desperation phase of catfish. He belly flops into the center of the stage, and we shoot a drill at him, and he does it over and over again. Because the less drills, the better, since shooting him with the drill, there's a ton of iframes that happen after that. Plus, in this game, using their intended weakness initiates much longer iframes than usual. A little bit of a better pattern there. I'm not sure how many drills that was, maybe 5 or 6. Right, Torta gets a bite right away. weakness being the drill. Replacing drills on bite here. Kill bite with the drill. The final hit we want to be with Buster, so he's gonna actually menu switch to Buster. The reason for that is using their weaknesses on the final hit actually to explode and blow up, and it takes a long time for them to do that, so we don't want to see all that nonsense. Do the final hit with Buster, they just kind of get scared and teleport away. You're getting bit here. Doing the same thing. Switching to Buster for the final hit. Shoutouts to the bass line in Crawfish's music. Torta looks like he's going to be getting a 3-cycle here. Oh, almost. And he shoots the Triad Thunder. Like some other bosses, has some messed up iframe things going on. So when you shoot him with a Triad Thunder, there is an entire 2 seconds after you shoot him that he does not have iframes. Drain his health as fast as possible. Gonna opt to stay on the Triad Thunder. Again, of overpowered weapons, this spinning blade takes out these enemies really, really easy. Just point blank, one shot. Wait, actually, how many Mavericks does he have left? I haven't done it in a while. I know Berlindude still has 3. He's starting on Tiger, then Beetle, and Torta only has Hornet left, if I'm not mistaken, after this stage. Torta making really great use of that spinning blade in the last section there. Beetle's a pretty scary fight. If you shoot him, he does this crazy jump that's really, really scary. Give you much room to get away, and then you have to shoot him with another afterwards. So you really got to be careful with those jumps, you know. Go down to his last Maverick. For the stage, this is definitely that one instance where having the up dash can be super helpful, as those ledge grabs can be kind of tricky without it. Skipping this elevator. 3 had a weird obsession with slow moving elevators. There's quite a number of them. Skip all of them. Dude, gonna slash the face. Now Tiger's cooperating a bit more. Oh, sticking to the wall again. Okay, now he's just gonna switch right to Spinning Blade here. Nice thing about this low percent route is having Spinning Blade. Charge attacks at all. Into this rooftop section. And a condensed section where there's just a lot of enemies all at once. There can be quite a bit of lag too. The best way is just to stick to Buster. Let's see what Torta doing there, bustering through the enemies. Low on health. I was gonna drill these final boxes. I don't think he meant to do that though. Nice. To get a little bit of health right before the fight. Gets a tiny health drop. He's got a little bit more health, but not. It's probably not what he wanted. These little baby hornets. Oh, and he takes a death. See Torta, he probably expected that to happen. It's fine, he can just come in with full health now. Right, he's about to finish up here. This figure 8 pattern here. Just kind of blast shots into him, and with that, finishes with a 109.06, race spot time of 109.08. So he is going to be taking the win and moving on of this tournament. G to Torta, congrats. Good job. All right, and berlindude is on his last Maverick, so let's cheer on berlindude. Strong finish. Was on similar pace to his previous race with Celestino, but the deaths in Tunnel Rhino really cost him. Hey, berlindude making his way to the rooftop section. Just bustering through these enemies. Bottom route here. Decides to, it's like he's gonna free. Here. Oh boy. Now this is next level strats here. He's just gonna jump out. Yeah, you don't get another go with that. He falls down the pit. Oh man. But I think what would be best is if you grabbed that mech and then fought the lift. If you can even call it a mini boss that comes down if you don't beat Beetle before this stage. Alright, berlindude finishing up here on this last Maverick. So he should be fine. Couple whiffs. Few whiffs. He's good. Gonna switch to that B hole. Good job, Berlin. Finishes with 1:13.23 on his splits here. Official race spot time of 1:13.25. Peter Berlin, nice finish. Me too, Berlin. I love the damage in X3. What I love more than the damage in X3 is the dropped inputs. So let's see if Torta and berlindude want to hop in. I'm sure berlindude might want to hop in. There's a link to the Discord. He might, though. He might have it already. I'm not sure. I'll just invite him myself real quick. And there we go.
Yo, 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 hello. What's up, what's up?
Hello.
What's up, Berlin? GG's. It was a really good race.
GG.
Very, Very synced. I don't know if you noticed, Berlin. I don't know if you were watching the stream, but it was
No, I was
really
not
synced.
watching. Well, wanted to give a good opponent, like I said.
Hmm.
I mean, tie group, and yeah, 3 hours of practice today in that category.
That's good. That's really good for 3 hours of practice. Learning the new strats,
Some
I
new-
guess, for
yeah,
X3.
No, mostly X2. Mostly X2.
Yeah,
X2.
X2.
X1 and X3 is most of the any percent group, mostly.
Mhm.
X2, there are some different things.
That you
Burner.
change up without the boots and stuff. Did you get the boots in X2? I didn't notice.
X3, yeah. The dash boots, yeah.
I had a quick question for you, Berlin. Was that the first time you've ever done X3 low percent route? Tunnel Rhino third?
Yeah. Normally I start with Tiger, and 15 minutes before the races I decided to change because Tiger killed me a lot in my any percent runs, or is tougher. So I was deciding to make to have him the weakness, but yeah, of course Rhino's tough, especially when you have low HP, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I killed that big stone before the boss door, and in that moment he got back his stones and make 6 or 8 damage, I think. So it was dead.
Yeah, Tunnel Rhino is always the rough one when you're on low health.
Rhino
Yeah,
third is
It's pretty
scary.
rough.
Yeah, I wanted to shoot at him, and I thought I killed him, but didn't kill him, and I just dashed into him, and yeah. Thanks. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to have his weakness, because I know that he can charge a lot Tiger, and actually if I would like practice that more, it's definitely better to play Rhino third because of the weakness.
So what
you
you're
don't
telling
have the
me
problem.
is you're going to be doing some X3 low percent soon. Is that what I'm hearing, Berlin?
No, what I want is a deathless 24 math run, and then I'm done, I guess, with that category. It's fun, but yeah, I prefer to play full games, to be honest. Not only
Yeah,
parts of
a
it.
lot of people were not willing to join this tournament, but I thought it would be a fun change.
Yeah, it's good. And yeah, like I heard, we have been a really good race. I hope everybody enjoyed, and yeah, just a pity. I mean that I died there in Rhino, but anyway, I think you had been winning because you have more practice. I think my best would be 110, what I could get, but it was a cool race definitely, and I'm happy that both races have been close. And also your race with Cedacino was very long close, so we had a really tight group, like all three high level. So it's better definitely to have like players with the same level, mostly. It's definitely better to watch for the people.
Oh yeah. Any questions, Darrenville?
I ask you, Torta, onto the bracket stage. Yeah. So are you excited for that? Is there anybody in particular that bracket, or
I would like
what are you
to
looking
race
forward to here?
Chalkman because I've been doing like friendly races with him. And I know he's gotten really good at it, so that would be a good race. But is there any? Do we know who would be in my bracket, or that those
No,
haven't been
it's race
finalized
PBs.
yet?
It's like the race PBs, I think, mostly, and number 1 against number 2. That's what I heard from MMX.
Oh, okay, so it's seeded off of how we do in the tournament.
You play against one of the first 8, I guess, but who I don't know.
Yeah. So far we've got Maverick and
Mhm.
Strizer, yourself and Celestino, and Sopa and
Tortadiego.
Chalk.
still have to play. So
Okay. So a
not
lot
sure
of
which
the
one.
group stages still need to get finished up.
Well, because we have Fatso and Vanez are moving forward, and Self and Madu are most likely going to be moving forward, and then Nero. So there's just a handful left that need to finish up here.
Okay.
Chalkman's in, so if you're
I'd
looking
be
forward
happy
to
to
that,
race
hopefully-
anybody.
I can do practice runs for you, practice races.
Oh
Hit me
yeah,
up.
those are always fun.
Other than
Excuse
that,
to not reset.
like a goal in mind, Torta, as like
This
a
category.
like a sub something time.
I just want to maintain top 10 on the leaderboard because I think I've been 10, and then someone bought me, and then I got 10th back. That's fine with me. No
You
set
saw
goal
that?
with this category.
Alright, what was I can't remember what was your PB at the moment?
1:07:55. I was actually on pace to beat that in this run, even including like the 30-second wait times. So
Yeah.
I know I could improve it.
Yeah, for sure. Because you play default then, right?
Yeah, I play default,
And
but I do play on console, so I have the cart swap times.
other than that, I guess on your side, Berlin, what's next for you? It's just gonna be 24 map all day, every time, right?
No. Like I said, one run deathless with OK RNG, and then I submit it in the leaderboards, and then I'm done, and then I go back for the trifecta 100% to get there 2:10, 2 hours and 10 minutes. And yeah, starting some new projects soon. I mostly did everything what I wanted, and yeah, going a little bit in the classic retro Sega things again for the future.
Right. Cool. Well, GG to both of you. I don't really have any other questions. Do you guys have any parting words for our viewers as we sign off here?
Keep watching the tournament. Should be good, you know. Follow Berlin, follow Darrenville. Shout out to like all the people helping out, setting up, all that stuff, all that good stuff, you know.
I just hope we see some close races and some unexpected plot changes. That's always
Oh, yeah,
the
those
best
are
when
fun.
something changes between the race, like accidental deaths or whatever, or I don't know, RNG things. So yeah, keep watching, like Tortadiego said, and hopefully really tense races. Thanks for the commentary, Darren, and thanks for Speed Gaming for doing another X tournament.
Yeah, keep them coming. Maybe we could do 48 Mavericks one day.
64. X1 to X8, let's go.
with
the lag collection, yeah, with the legacy collection.
Yeah, nice
it for me.
7-hour tournament runs.
Yeah, that sounds like something.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully everybody enjoyed us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm here as well. Looks like next up we have Thunderface and Jaffam. Actually, we've got Louise and Mr. Otter racing at this very moment on Speed Gaming 3. 6 o'clock, we've got Thunderface and Jaffam, and myself and Justin will be commentating that one. So stick around for that. And in the meantime, head on
Who's
over to
on
Mr.
three?
Otter on the Louise
Who's on-
match.
Okay, Louise and Otter. Okay. Alrighty,
Oh.
have a good one, everybody.
Yep. See ya, Torta.
See ya.
Bye.
Until 6, I will be joining back for the commentary. So thanks again to Speed Gaming and everybody else for setting this up and restreaming and all that good stuff.